For the past few days, we've focused on Baptist beginnings, culminating in the essential role that Thomas Helwys, John Merton, and their group played in the survival of the Baptist movement. By 1650, there were at least 47 Baptist churches in England. But survival wasn't easy for these Baptists. Now we turn our focus to the difficulties they encountered in worshiping as Baptists in 17th century England. Keep in mind that the British authorities and the Church of England worked hand in glove to protect each other. Being a British subject meant belonging to the Church of England, and that included presenting your baby to be baptized. But Baptist women would have none of that. In the Baptist Heritage, Leon Macbeth tells us that Baptist women living in houses just outside the Bristol parish would rent rooms to expectant mothers. By giving birth beyond the reach of the parish, the mother was able to escape the forcible baptizing of her infant. Baptist pastors were under siege as well. In the early 1660s, Parliament enacted the Clarendon Code, consisting of 4 statutes aimed at protecting the established church and punishing those who resisted the church and its practices. For Baptist pastors, enforcement of the Clarendon Code meant certain imprisonment. Macbeth writes that churches in Bristol rarely kept a pastor for long before losing him to imprisonment. But Baptists being Baptists, these pastors refused to be intimidated. As soon as one was released, he almost invariably called a church meeting and began preaching again. In Monday's Baptist Brief, we'll look at some of the strategies that these early Baptists devised to protect themselves, their worship, and their pastors from the authorities.